Oh, this freaking Koromara attack is what are destroying me right now. Get out of here! Oh, I see. His Koromara's down. Ugh! Get toasted. Oh, I didn't realize I was the one on the right. Oh god, crispy fries. Oh. Dead. See, there you go. Yeah, the other characters are a little easier to tell apart, but like, with it's just the eyes, it can be frustrating. At least I don't know. Again, the dog is what's really throwing me, but we got this. Just as the document said, the two of them were summoning their personas without having to use evokers. Because of that, I thought that perhaps I would be able to do so as well, and I was right. But being able to summon personas like this shouldn't only be possible in that TV world. Has something changed to make this place the same as that other world? While I was thinking about that, I watched the thing that had taken my shape and melted into a puddle like a burning candle. Komar sniffs suspiciously at the puddle of black goo and barks once.
Is this a shadow?
Huh? I thought somebody's shadow was supposed to turn into a persona when you beat it.
Kanji-kun, didn't you notice that wasn't a shadow that came out of Ken-kun? It must have been a fake created to bear his likeness. The most obvious evidence of that is how both fighters were able to summon personas in battle.
Thank you for being the smart one.
Defeating your own shadow makes them into your persona? I see. So that's how you acquired the power of personas.
Huh? That's not how it went for you guys?
Yes, we do things a little differently. In any case, thank you.
It's fine. Ow.
Kanji-kun, are you alright?
Nope.
I'm sorry. It's my fault that you got hurt.
Hey, it's nothing. But, to make up for it...
Yes, what is it?
You think maybe I could, like, pat you on the back or something?
What?
I suddenly remember something. According to the material I read in the helicopter, the participants in the P1 Grand Prix were all given nicknames that were embarrassing but had a kernel of truth. If I recall correctly, Kanji-san's was Beefcake Emperor. What exactly does that mean?
Oh, wow.
Oh.
This is amazing! Oh my god, he's an albino Shiba! This is totes adorbs! Shiba!
God.
Oh, you meant Koromaru.
Okay.
Huh?
That was gonna be weird.
Who's a good dog? Who's got himself a persona? Is it you? Is it you?
We don't have time for this, Kanji-kun. Perhaps later.
Right. Sorry about that, Koro-chan.
Kanji-san gently lets Koromaru go and pulls himself together before turning to me.
I'd like to ask you, Ken-kun. Did you see the Midnight Channel broadcast that came on earlier?
The one where Mitsuru-san and her friends were crucified, right? Was that for real?
I saw it while we were in the helicopter. We were searching for them after they went missing.
I see. And it's quite possible that what was shown on the Midnight Channel was true.
I have no conclusive evidence that the video was real, but we ought to consider that it was. If that fake me wasn't lying, then they're in danger. We have to hurry and rescue them.
Indeed. Please allow me to get a better grasp of the situation first.
Oh,
Are there
you
any
sound
other
so
members of
smart
the Shadow
together.
Operatives
Yay.
here?
There are 3 of us, including me. Oh, and if we manage to meet up with another one who might be here, that would make 4. I came with Yukari-san and Labra-san. It seems that Junpei-san got here on his own as well. We split up at Junes, and we're now on the move separately. Labra-san headed to the tower, and Yukari-san went to find Junpei-san. Koromaru and I are... we're pursuing someone in particular.
Someone in particular. Is this person related to the case?
I don't know yet, but I'm positive that he attacked our helicopter.
I see. All right then. Is there anything you know about what's happening in this town and that tower that suddenly appeared?
Naoto-san points to the tower looming out of the fog. The tower is dimly illuminated by the red light of the moon, and there is an eerie silence. It's just like back then.
Is this reminiscent of the dark hour that you have experience with?
That's...
The dark hour. Hearing those words come out of Naoto-san's mouth baffles me. What's happening here in Inaba is quite similar to the dark hour. The appearance of that tower, the shadows, no matter how you think about it, there's no denying the similarities with the case from 3 years ago. I speak from experience. I can't feign ignorance, but how much am I allowed to tell them about what happened 3 years ago? Seeing me hesitate, Naoto-san looks serious for a moment before speaking up quietly.
You do know something, but it's difficult to explain. Is that accurate?
Yes, I'm sorry.
I can understand well why you're keeping your lips tight, but...
This abnormality may be a continuation of the case we had been involved in. If that's so, then I feel guilty about dragging these innocent people into it. Is this how Mitsuru-san always feels? As I'm lost in thought, Kanji-san slaps me on the back.
Hey, stop playing hard to get and just spill the beans already. You know you can count on us.
Kanji-kun's right. Mitsuru-san and the others are close to us too. They must be saved as quickly as possible. Don't we have the same objective here? And there's no reason that we shouldn't be cooperating with each other.
Close to you.
Since they called the people I care for close to them as well, and seem to be seriously worried about them, I don't feel the need to hide anything from them anymore. These people saved me without regard for their own safety, after all.
I see. So that's what happened. Even the document I read reported that Shuji Akutsuki had died. What is going on here?
We exchange what information we each have. Our struggle from 3 years ago. Ordinary people would never understand my story, but Naoto-san and Kanji-san listen to me with serious expressions. And likewise, I hear about their struggle last year. Naoto-san tells me their own experience is something that most people would have trouble comprehending as well. We come to understand that what we've gained through our struggles is the same as well. The feelings that me, Yukari-san, Labra-san, and even Koromaru had while descending into Naba, and Kanji-san's and Naoto-san's feeling about fighting now are the same. We're all fighting to protect something precious to us.
All right. If that's the case, then it'd be fastest if we just charge straight into that tower. Oh!
Hold on. We should head to Junes for now. It's possible that the others have gathered there. And your injuries are considerable, Kanji-kun. I'll accompany you.
Huh? Don't I have any say in?
Kanji-kun.
She could probably kick her ass.
What will you do, Ken-kun?
Or
Coming
he.
to Junes with us is one idea.
Presents as male. I always forget that. Kanji-san's hurt pretty badly. This is my fault for letting my guard down. Still, would it be right to leave them and continue to the tower alone, just because I'm worried about the others? I still haven't found Akutsuki either. What's the right answer here? What can I do in this situation?
Hey, what's the holdup? It should be a no-brainer for you.
Huh?
Your buddies are in danger, so you want to go save them, right? And stop wasting your time thinking about it and go.
Kanji-san.
There's no need to be concerned about us. We'll keep an eye out for anyone resembling Akutsuki on our
And
way
we
to
have
Junes.
guns. Hey, gun.
There's no time. You need to hurry. Once we've met up with our friends, we'll find you again.
Thank you. Koromaru and I will head to that tower.
Ha! That's all you had to say from the start. Careful, though. Another fake might try to jump you like the one here did.
Yes, I know. I won't let my guard down anymore.
I look Kanji-san straight in the eye. He's a tall guy, but I only have to look up a little to do so. 3 years ago, when I was still in elementary school, I looked up at my taller senpais and strove to become like them. Since then, I suppose I've become impatient without realizing it. I'd lost sight of what was around me. I felt as if I was the only one being left behind.
Good! Now get going!
Kanji-san touses my hair and puts his hand on my shoulder.
Right. Please be careful, you two.
With a slight feeling of embarrassment and yet nostalgia, I run off along with Koromaru. These persona users are a little closer to my age than Mitsuru-san and Sonata-san, and they're different from my other senpai at Gekkokan High. A new meeting and new companions. I'm sure it's not just my imagination that my heart feels a little lighter now. As I turn the corner, the view before me opens up. I see a slope leading to the tower up on the hill. Get there. To be continued. Yep. Alright. Coffee time. Once we go, yeah, right. That'll be next. I'll be right back. Hey, what's up, Azure Roxas? Maybe at some point. I'm just trying to get the story out of the way first. But maybe at some point I'll stop by. Thanks for letting me know. Everything is still, and it feels like... That sounds way too much like my Ken voice. Hold up. Thinking. Everything is still, and it feels like it feels like I'm left behind in the flow of time.
Like I thought, there's something wrong with the entire
There we go.
town. This is just like the dark hour.
The dark hour, leaving the fog aside, this town situation seems very similar to back then. There's a small pang in my heart when I think back to some long-forgotten sensations. It still sounds like Ken. Come on, brain. Do this. But I don't feel anxious. Just like back then, I'm going to save the people close to
Anyway,
me.
I've got to meet up with Junpei so we can look for
little
Mitsuru
later than that.
Senpai and the others.
There's. Okay. That's easy enough to say, but the entire town has become something like a maze. And I'm having trouble getting closer to the station. Since I left the others at Junes, I've walked for quite a distance.
I wonder if everyone's okay. I'm worried about Kikuno-san too. If only Fuka was here.
Yeah, it is definitely a bit of a haul. Especially the P4 half where you're just blowing through story forever and there are no fights and you're just like, why? The sound of the helicopter faded away quickly after it left. The town is oddly quiet. I'm actually glad that there aren't any people around now. I keep drifting back into Ken. Ah! So I didn't have time to change. I'm still in my feather pink costume. It didn't bother me much when I was in the helicopter, but just imagining walking around like this where other people might see me would be embarrassing beyond belief.
That's quite a bizarre look you have there, Yukari.
Mitsuru-senpai?
I see a familiar silhouette through the fog. Wait, what? Why is she dressed like a villain from my show? I mean, I know she's never been all that interested in fashion, but in any case, I'm relieved to see her.
Thank goodness you're okay. Are Fuka and Akihiko-senpai with you too?
It's the worst
Where's
voice.
Aigis?
Who knows? Most likely disgracing herself in some unsightly way somewhere. She's capable of getting herself killed on her own.
Huh? Mitsuru-senpai?
Don't you think so? You came to this place to do battle to begin with. Isn't that so, Yukari Takeda?
Something's not right. I recall something from the files about the previous P1 Grand Prix. When two people would meet, their words would be twisted, enraging them until a fight ensued. Is that what's happening here?
Mitsuru-senpai, are you alright? Are you really hearing what I'm saying?
Ah, forgive me. We're both under the same circumstances, so let's get along. We were both released from those foolish restraints of our fathers, after all.
That repulsive laugh causes something to snap within me. Dad! I don't care if this is a trap or not. Before I realize it, I'm shouting back at Mitsuru-senpai.
Play games with me? You promised me that we'd fulfill our dad's wishes, that we'd have them watch over us as we work together.
Hold it right there! Please stop fighting over me!
Oh, that's the real Teddy.
Huh? What the?
A strange round object bounds between us. Huh? Is it somebody in a costume? Wait, I remember seeing this in the files that Kikuno-san had prepared for us. This is a Persona user from Inaba. I think the person wearing it was named Teddy. Wait, it's talking now.
Wowza! I was drawn to the smell of beauties, but here's a couple that are dressed kinda weird.
Yeah, okay. I might not be dressed very sensibly right now, but you're the one wearing a full-body animal suit.
But this isn't Michan. It's a complete fake trying to mimic Michan's beautiful bod.
Michan? You mean Mitsuru-senpai?
That's right.
Oof.
This Michan is made of shadows and
Just then, Mitsuru-senpai kicks Teddy square in the face, and the suit goes flying with tremendous force and rolls to the edge of the street. He doesn't move a muscle from there. I wonder if he's still alive. I haven't fought this her yet either, so this could be interesting. This may be a fake Mitsuru-senpai, but it looks exactly like the real thing. She raises her hand. 4 red posts fall down from the sky and slam into the ground, surrounding us. Just then, I noticed that Mitsuru-senpai's eyes are shining in a burning golden color.
Are you really a fake Mitsuru-senpai?
Yes, I didn't intend by that fact, though. I am a duplicate, recreated from exact knowledge of who Mitsuru is. What?
You took Mitsuru-senpai's form and mocked my dad.
I don't think they've explained
I
where they got all these
forget this.
memories of who they are, too. I'm in a simple fit of rage. Phenomenon similar to the Dark Hour, the tower that looks like Tartarus. Anything could happen now, and it wouldn't surprise me. But for this thing to take on the form of my best friend and do what it did, it's absolutely unforgivable.
Shadow, right? I won't show you any mercy.
You mad? You mad.